sure the volume level's good on this. Should be fine. Alright, so this should be the last session that I do on this game for a little while. Mostly just going through trying to get some footage for an upcoming video. Might as well go ahead and start in Ingleton. And of course the one we are here to get is Sigma. Finally able to unlock him, got all the prerequisites done. And there are others we can unlock as well, but I'm going to wait till we get a couple more people in the chat for that. Probably do that in between districts. Only ones that I can't really unlock at the moment are these two for Frank, because I haven't met the prerequisites yet. And I still haven't finished the Almuda sector because I couldn't figure out how to get past the bombs, or how to find the last bomb. I did that like 3 times on stream the other day. So yeah, let's start with Sigma Chuck. You can see that you can see the back of Chuck's head, so it's just a Sigma mask that he's wearing. But still, the fact that he's got X-Force Sigma complete with laser eyes and everything. This is awesome. Oh, okay. Can't wait to see what his super move is. Yeah, I've been playing so much Dead Rising lately that when I go back to play another game with driving controls, like Halo, I played some Halo with my dad the other day, and I've even been playing Transformers War for Cybertron. Like, every game ever has different driving controls than each other. So I'm trying to play those games with Dead Rising driving controls, and then I just now picked this back up today, and I'm trying to drive the way you do in Transformers. So it's kind of funny. Alright. Let's see what Sigma's super special does. Heh. Okay, so it's just M-Bison Psycho Crusher with a sight. Okay. Fair enough, I suppose. much fun as spamming all this is, I'm probably actually going to get a vehicle to finish these guys off quick. Clear out these zombies the way Homelander clears out people. Get out of my way. There's a bit of a delay on that execution right there. There we go. Ha! What epic pose to end on. Holy crap, they even got Cygnus theme from X4 playing in the background. What up, Rio? Yeah, it looks like it's just you and me right now. Kind of a weird time for me to be streaming, just kind of the middle of a business day, school day. And Bree's not home at the moment. She'll be home sometime a bit later, so figured go ahead and just get the last bit of footage recorded I needed for this segment. And might as well get a stream in while I can. Where is that? There it is. Oh yeah, it's at the top of this building. You grab the power up, but by the time you get to the generator, it's already empty. Completely missed. They didn't have school today. I knew that yesterday was a holiday, but I didn't know they got Tuesday as well. Get through them. There we go. Right? Yeah. Chat says that or the view count says we got 3 here right now, so we are going to be doing another stream on Thursday. We're going to be back with more Mega Man Battle Network, Phantom of the Network, you know, the long-lost EXE mobile games that are finally playable again. But it's been a very, very busy and rough last month for both of us. Rio just got over being sick, like bad sick, and, you know, just general fatigue and all that. I had a bunch of family stuff going on. Like, my sister moved to college, so I had help with that. My dad had to have foot surgery, so they need some help with that. Like, you know, help around the house and stuff. And it also just got done being the busiest week of my job. Like, where I work, it was the busiest weekend of the year for us. So the entire week leading into it was basically prep work for the weekend. So by the time I got home from work, I was just dead exhausted. And my schedule lately, because it's busy season, I've been working like later than I did when I first started. But unbusy season is coming up in the next couple months, so my schedule should be better. So I should be able to do a lot more streaming in the afternoons. Oh wait, get out. Go get option A. Get option A. Get it. No, dang it. That's better than the airstrike. Yeah. Well, Rio, I am glad that you've been feeling a bit better. I hope that you continue to feel better, because I know that being sick really sucks. That was easy. All these kids nowadays using Sigma as some kind of slang term. This is the Sigma that I know. Yeah, fatigue is just one of those things that kind of doesn't go away when you're an adult, so you just gotta live with it. But aside from that, I'm glad that you're feeling better. We still gotta have that hangout game night where we don't like produce content where we just hang out just to hang out. I haven't done that in a while. Feel kind of bad for that because I don't want to like limit our friendship to just being content creation. Of course, you know me, though, the workaholic. So I always feel like I could be doing something more productive. Wait, is there... Ah, higher up, there it is. There we go. Bombhead football zombies. So the airstrike hit over there instead of hitting where I was looking. Okay. Duly noted. That zombie took off way more health than I was expecting him to. Or not health, armor.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh hey Rio, did you see the photos that have been making the rounds on social media and the ones that posted in Discord about the new Dead Rising game? The Lan Hikari costume for Frank has finally been unveiled. Like, have you seen how it looks? Oh, this way. There you are.
I was chatting interest in Borderlands.
Oh, I actually have, I do have at least 3 of the games, Borderlands 1, 2, and the pre-sequel, in my Steam library. I just don't have them on my deck yet because I'm running out of space until I can get a bigger SD card. I think I have both versions of the original Borderlands, like the original, then like the Game of the Year Enhanced or whatever it's called. But I'm pretty sure I have at least 3 of the games. So eventually, now that I have a way to play it, I do have interest in it. I've just been playing War for Cybertron lately because like I misplaced my Switch and I couldn't continue playing Fire Emblem until I found it, and I found it last night. But yeah, I've been playing War for Cybertron. I've been having a lot of fun with that. So Borderlands is eventually on the horizon. Heard the movie was terrible though. Alright, come here, you. Nice. The zombie was coming for me. Sigma driving a lime-flavored Bumblebee. Get up. Oh, I thought there was any over there.
Most of them, and then playing 3. What was I gonna do while your bedroom? We'll play one stream other than. If you want to play one on stream or otherwise.
I hadn't really given a thought to playing it on stream. handful of reasons. Yeah, I'm down for playing at least the first and second ones because that's what I have my hands on. Third one eventually, sure. Now that I let you talk me into getting a Steam Deck, my gaming horizons have opened up a lot more. So thank you for that. Like War for Cybertron and Fall of Cybertron, those are actually delisted from Steam. You cannot purchase those anymore. I got them on Humble Bundle about a decade ago, and they've been sitting in my Steam library this whole time waiting for me to pick them up and play them, but I haven't had a capable computer until now. Or I haven't had a capable device. So yeah, the Steam Deck is letting me play them even though they're not optimized for it. But it's I'm having great fun with it so far. It's a little wonky in the menus because it's meant for mouse and keyboard, so I have to like use the joystick as a mouse clicker for the options, but aside from that, it's been fantastic. So same deal with Borderlands and with a couple other games that have just been chilling out in my... Oh, I meant to use a different color this time. Whoops. Same deal for Borderlands and a lot of other games like Strider, some Street Fighters, Devil May Cry 4. Just a bunch of them chilling out in my Steam library without a way for me to play them. So there we go. I don't know if you watched the archives of the previous streams I did for this game, but this is that Dead Rising 3 multiplayer arcade thing I was telling you about, where basically you pick a character, they get a goofy costume and a bunch of different abilities, and you just go through tearing up zombies with it. Some of them are kind of silly, but are also insanely powerful. Like the main character of Dead Rising 3, Nick Ramos, he gets a costume that's Felicia from Darkstalkers, and that is actually one of the most powerful costumes in the game in terms of just sheer, destructive melee power. I haven't beat the final district yet because I keep getting stuck on the next to last mission because it's another one of these destroy the bomb missions, but I can't find the last bomb. It's like I see the guide arrow telling me where to go, but I can't figure out how to get over there before time runs out. One thing that kind of bugs me is that you can actually use Zenny to refill your health if you die. So why don't they let me restore the time? Because that's something that an arcade would let you do. 2 is the best, but 3 has the best DLC by wide margin. Okay, that makes sense. Grab this roast ham thing before I head on. But yeah, so I'm just getting footage of this game because it's got the Mega Man references that I need for the big franchise-wide, Mega Man references in Dead Rising. Time is running out on that if I do want to get it done before the remaster comes out. It's looking like it's probably going to be a just after release kind of deal, and I can just include the new Mega Man content in the remaster in part of the video. Simply because I've just been really tired after work and had a lot going on outside work, so I haven't had as much time to get the gameplay recorded for the other games too. Haven't even touched Dead Rising Wii, and I still have to finish Off the Record's complete story and unlock the remaining 2 pieces of the Proto Man armor for that. For Dead Rising 3, this is the last bit I need for arcade, and then after that I can just go through the main game and just get little clips of the various references, like the different Servbot heads and all that. 3 actually has surprisingly few references compared to the first game, and even the second game to a certain degree. It's mostly just Servbot heads. Of course, you also got the X armor, at which I already unlocked the armor and the Buster, so I've got my footage for that. And I still have to watch Dead Rising Endgame to see if there are any references there. So I've got almost all the footage or info that I need, but I still have to completely write the script and edit everything together, and you know how my editing goes. So yeah, it's been kind of slow going. So it's probably going to end up coming out after the original release, but, say that be. Cannot use Sigma Crusher while in the air. Got it. I was actually supposed to grab a vehicle back there, I think. Oh well. I will get to the checkpoint on time. You want to take out the Flame Dragons zombies first, because they will deal a lot of damage if you're not careful. There we go. Oh, hey! Zanelli, welcome to the chat. Oh, Julius, hello. Yep, Sigma from Mega Man X4. Topic of the remaster, should have 20% off coupon too. Oh, awesome. Not sure which Sigma it is. Yeah, it's X4 Sigma. The big beam scythe and the shoulder boomerangs. The tremble with terror, you are finished. Yeah. There's also like billboards with X4 Sigma and just Mega Man X4 written on them in the background of some scenes. Like, can you see one from here? Sometimes they pop up. Might be a little further in. Oh, this is kill the specific zombies. There we go. Yeah, this is one of Chuck Green's costumes in this game. Just becomes Sigma, laser eyes, and everything. Having played all of Dead Rising 3 and this, I have some more to say about Dead Rising 4 now, but I will save that for a separate video. Yeah, September is going to be a very, very busy month for me in terms of just, you know, content that I consume, not necessarily that I produce, because not only do we have the Dead Rising remake, but we also have the Marvel vs. Capcom collection. The digital version is releasing in September. Then we also have a new Transformers movie coming out. Me and my buddy CJ Starcross Souls are already planning a co-op stream for that. At least two of them, probably. Like, one before, one after. And it's just going to be very taxing on my wallet. I also found out that it's very hard to get a hold of the Mega Man ZX Legacy Collection for Xbox One. And that matters because I have been wanting to do a video on the likelihood of a Star Force collection for a while. Not so much likelihood as in how likely is it to happen, but how would it happen? Because the ZX games were originally DS games, meaning there's a touchscreen. So I want to see how they adapted that game to a console that does not have any touch sensitivity at all. Like the PS4 has a little touchpad on the controller, and the Switch is touchscreen capable. And I know that the Legacy Collection has been moving away from the Xbox, and as a lot of games have, like one of the upcoming Capcom fighting game collections is not coming to Xbox, I think. I know that Marvel vs. Capcom is, but like finding a physical copy of the ZX Collection is really difficult, and digital copies are still going to run you like $40. So I'm probably just going to bite the bullet whenever I have the money and just get it to check. And then I want to try and make a video just talking about the likelihood and how they could make a Star Force collection. And since we have a Castlevania collection, like of the DS games that just came out for both Switch and Steam Deck, or for Steam, that actually gives me a little bit of hope that maybe the Star Force collection isn't that far behind. Although I think a smarter and honestly easier move would be to produce a Legends collection first, just because you wouldn't have to deal with any of that kind of conversion. If Star Force is to come to modern consoles, that is just an absolute gigantic win for the Mega Man community at large. Bleed together most times, play X. The run is done in the same day. Correct. Yep, I believe that. So X1 Sigma is green with a lightsaber. X2 Sigma has the Wolverine claws. X3 Sigma is very tall, has wings, a flamethrower on one arm, and a shield boomerang on the other. This is X4 Sigma. X5 Sigma is white and has a cape it's made of like big feathers. Doesn't have a melee weapon, but he like shoots electricity out of his hands. X6 Sigma is a zombie, and I haven't played X7 in a while, so I don't remember what his base form looks like. Oh yeah, this one. Good thing this is just a bonus mission. I don't actually have to win. This is the hardest one though. Like I do get that it kind of plays into the whole arcade thing, but killing 20 of these bikers is actually a lot harder than you think. And X8 Sigma is like the big, like dark gray or black, like it looks like not a patchwork I'd say, but his body is like part metal, part cyber, like it's being held together by cyber matter, and he doesn't even look remotely humanoid anymore. He's got giant horns. He doesn't have like the typical bald, flesh-colored features that he normally has. Looks very machine-like, and he carries a gigantic sword with a laser edge, which Zero can unlock in that game, actually. Controls are also inverted, so it's like push. It's like, or not inverted, but it's like I don't really know how to describe it. If you played a top-down driving game like this, then you probably understand what it is. I'm getting distracted talking instead of actually focusing on killing the bikers. Like I said, this mission isn't actually as important, so not really trying my hardest here. I'm not going to fail out of the mode if I fail here. Thank goodness. Can I get the last one? Can I get him? Got him! With like 1 second left. I think this is also the same Sigma that they used for Project Cross Zone. Part of me is surprised that they didn't use this version of him for Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, but as far as just creating alternate colors goes, it does make sense for them to use X1 and X5. That was like the most humanoid looking. Yeah, retrieve the vehicles. I remember one of these gave me a lot of trouble in like the next district, I think. That's the slowest vehicle right there, so after I get this one, it should be fine. Checking the billboards too. Yep, there it is. Billboard up there, it's got X4 Sigma up there. Yeah.
You're too late, X. I am forklift certified. Tremble with terror. I'm coming for your remains, Zero.
I meant to ask, are the audio levels okay? I do have the volume turned up on my TV a little bit just so I can hear it, but want to make sure one's not completely drowning out the other. What up, Ratchet? Return Ratchet to the garage. Hide him away from the Decepticons because they're coming for that shuttle. And it's like I said earlier, been back on Transformers kick. It has led to some unwise financial decisions as of late. Like, you're on eBay, you're looking at some, you bid on one, you get an offer on another, you buy another one that's relatively cheap, and before you know it, you've done spent over $100 on Transformers toys. On the plus side, I'm getting 3 new Transformers. Whee! Don't flip, don't flip. Good. Yeah, if it flips upside down, you have to get out, and if you get out, it just despawns and goes back to its starting place. That one zombie just along for the ride. Over there. you. Nope, wrong way. Right, it's behind the building on the other side. Both of them are on the opposite side of the barrier, but I have to go around. But they gotta make it difficult. I should have enough time. If there are new messages, I'm not ignoring you. I am just trying to get this before time runs out, and I'll check chat after this mission is over. Right, I remember this part now. Gotta jump the ramp. Oh yeah, bikers want to fight me. Nah, not today. I really like this vehicle specifically because it's got, look at that, it's got buzzsaws on the wheels, and it launches saw blades. Again, with the Transformers, it reminds me of the Jumpians from the original movie. They transformed into like space motorcycles that had spikes on the wheels, and they use those as weapons. All right. See where the arrow's pointing. Is it beyond the barrier? Can I get past the barrier? Out of my way. Wish Sigma could run faster. Yep, there's a ramp for me to jump up. Okay. All the way over there. I got this. Now, had Ratchet, now we got Prowl. Or Barricade, if you like live action movies. Hold up. I'm no car expert, but that's an unusual model for a police car. Is that? I don't want to give a car model and sound like an idiot for not knowing, but it looks like it looks kind of like a sports car. You know, like one of those fancy cars that people who are having midlife crisis buy, but deck code has a police car. And Sir Isaac! Need choice designed for Sigma. Yep, it's a X4 Sigma, but they gave him like shreds of the cape. Godhead up row, Kids Need 7. Alright, Rio, talk to you later. Best of luck to you too. Does straight up Psycho Crusher for a super. Yeah. Ever so slightly disappointed about that, just because I don't think that you can get in Bison as a playable character, but it's literally just that. It even calls it Sigma Crusher. That's my favorite move, just the laser sweep. Like I said earlier, it's like Homelander, like that one clip you see from The Boys, just zap. You don't scare me. Okay, now you're gonna scare me a little bit. Get up, get up, get up. Unlimited firepower! Ow. Super armor in here anywhere? Yeah, it's right there. Ow. Get up, Sigma. Come on. I still got another hammer or whatever that is over there. Now it's going to spawn 2 of them. And I'm ready for them because I got option A still equipped. Giles thing, forgot about that. Yeah, this is why I put flashing light warning on the video. Zeppo! All too easy. Really sucked to beat bosses and die to one of the grunt zombies. No, I said it last time, but it's true. There we go. Alright. Next district, I'm going to use Sigma's alternate color. I meant to do it this time, but I hit the wrong button. Julie does go with everything. Yeah. I still think one of my favorite videos for that was... it's over 10 years old at this point, but it's like this overweight guy dancing to DDR, and it just matches up so perfectly with his feet movements. Fantastic. So I've been playing offline, like with the Xbox connection turned off, so that way I don't keep getting like, your friend is online during my streaming sessions. I turned it back on so I could check the store before I started the stream. I got hit with like 90 notifications about achievements unlocked on this and a couple other games I've been playing. They just like sat there for a good solid like 2 minutes straight of, achievement unlocked, you did this. This is a rare achievement. Only 1.2% of people who play this game have this. I'm like, yeah, okay, sure. Fine. Says line from X4 with as a win quote. Yep. He says, Travel with Terror, you are finished. Prepared to become space dust. He's got a couple others. Alright. So now that you're here, Sir Isaac, and I see we got like 2 others watching, let's go ahead and unlock some of these other costumes. Alright. So we have Dino Crisis Regina for Annie. Kind of reminds me of, what's her name? Joanna from Perfect Dark. I've never actually played Dino Crisis, so I can't really make much comment on that. Chun-Li from Street Fighter, but with blonde hair. And Nina from Breath of Fire. Breath of Fire is another one I've been meaning to take a look at. Of course, Ryu from Street Fighter. And lastly, Captain Commando. Unfortunately, I can't unlock the last 2 for Frank because I haven't completed the final district yet. And I also haven't found the Final Fight arcade machine because it's in the final district. It's in, like, the last level. And I keep getting stuck on, like, round 3 or 4. Alright, so... change costume this time, change color. Press X to start. There we go. And I'm hoping that this time I'll actually be able to beat the final district because I was getting really frustrated at not knowing where the last bomb was hidden. Oh! Oh, it's colored like original Sigma. That is fantastic. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Dude, yes! Oh, absolutely. A lot of the others, I feel like, were just random choices. Like, they had, like, pink Felicia instead of white Felicia, which that's probably, like... That's probably reference to the actual alt colors from, what's it called? Darkstalkers. But, dude, OG colored Sigma with, like, X4 Sigma's body, that is surprisingly fitting. Whoop. Out of my way. Alright, gotta destroy the doors. playing the highway thing here too. Has it always played that? I just never noticed. Barehanded guys try to challenge a freaking Maverick with a beam scythe. How you think this is gonna turn out? Resident Evil, but takes place in Jurassic Park. That sounds so fantastic. I'm also kind of surprised that isn't Turok? No, Turok's not a Capcom IP. Is it? I sometimes get Dino Crisis and Turok confused. Turok is the shooter game, I know that much. And Dino Crisis is the survival horror kind of thing. Those two were around in like the kind of same console generation though, weren't they? I feel like that's crossover people deserve. Oh, no, I remember what it was now. I can't even remember what it's called, but that recent... that zombie fell off the building. That one dinosaur game that Capcom recently had that just ended its live service, like Primal something. Not Primal Rage. I know it's not that, but it's Exoprimal. Like I'm kind of surprised that they didn't have if they. Wait, I think I might have said this on stream already. If they didn't have any crossover with Dino Crisis, I'm very surprised considering that they're both dinosaur franchises made by Capcom. Also, in the same way that, like, Boktai and Castlevania had never crossed over, despite the fact that they're both Konami. It's like they're made for each other. At least Dead Rising and Resident Evil have some crossover here and there. Mostly in just cameos and costumes, but still. Cameos and references. Like, there's a store in Dead Rising 1 called Jill's Sandwiches. Yeah, come here, you. There's another one up on the roof. Gotta keep going around. Can't even imagine how much money it would cost to own a place like this. Just all these stories. Big, huge building. Might as well go ahead and grab the extra armor while I'm up here. Ball damage? What's that? For half a second, I thought that the game was playing a arranged version of Flame Mammoth's theme. Mammoth. Really sharp A on that one. Get up here. Get on. Oh. Speaking of Boktai a second ago, I actually have that. I'm able to play that on my Steam Deck now, so I actually think after the Dead Rising hype dies down a little bit, I think I'm gonna probably do a stream or at least a Let's Play of the 3 Boktai Game Boy games, and then eventually Lunar Nights for DS. Just because I really love those, and I want to make some content on those too. Come on, get up there. Just wait, I just figured that doing it on Steam Deck is easier because it's a bit more reliable in terms of frame rate than my computer with emulators typically is. So that would be for better results. Ah, above. It's always up. Have I learned nothing from playing Outlast? It's always up. Nope. I think one of those zombies just torched his friend. Last one. Oh yeah. Right. The crane. Got plenty of time. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Money, 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 money. Success. Pink Felicia is one of the alternate colors in Darkstalkers. Yep, makes sense, makes sense. I know that Lilith is a separate character from Morrigan, but oftentimes in games where Morrigan features, like Marvel vs. Capcom, Lilith will be one of her alternate colors, or at least her color pattern will be one of Morgan's colors, even if it's not like a complete reskin. Tremble with terror. I have a Gatling gun. Had a Gatling gun. For some reason, this zombie is not taking a lot of damage. Was I too close? Was the beam going right through him? I feel like the way that Dead Rising 3 Arcade plays really did influence a lot of stuff for Dead Rising 4, not just with Capcom Heroes mode, but also with like the exosuit and everything.
In the empty vastness of space. Ready, go!
Stops right in front of it. There's another one over there. Grab some extra money. Yeah, it's up and over. This gap in the fence. At least I managed to hit the generator at least once. The others are behind the, or not behind the barrier, but are like over there. Don't be stuck on the hill, please. Can I not jump over the wall? No. I'll get the ones back here first. Work my way forward. Basically, Ken's Morgan's Ryu in terms of how they play. Makes sense. I think I actually have like the Darkstalkers games on Switch, so I should give those a playthrough sometime soonish. Maybe before Marvel vs. Capcom Collection comes out. Which, I'm still upset that they're doing digital release before physical. That's one thing that Capcom has done twice this year already, and it's a trend that really needs to stop. Well, Sir Isaac, what have you been up to lately? Got any new manga collected, new games that you played you want to talk about? New movies or anime you've watched, either new or rewatch? Got something fresh on your mind? I don't know why they do that, it's just dumb. Yeah, I absolutely agree. If we're talking about the digital first, what I think it is that is their way of trying to condition people to buying digital first. Because unless you're a diehard fan of the series and you only want to inflate sales numbers the way I did with the Battle Network Legacy Collection, and Marvel vs. Capcom, let's be real. Unless you are going to buy multiple copies across different consoles for a specific reason, then you're likely only going to buy a game once. So I think that's their way of trying to condition people to buy digital instead of physical, so that way they can eventually phase out physical media. That's what a lot of companies have said, and that's why a lot of games are digital only. Like, one big reason that I haven't really cared to give Star Wars Outlaws a look, besides the fact that it's made by Ubisoft and I just really don't like them as a company, is that last I checked, Star Wars Outlaws is exclusively digital. There is no physical release. And I ain't about that. Like, it's terrible for game preservation and accessibility, you know, honestly. So, because it's like, in addition to having to buy the game, you also have to buy a bigger hard drive to store the game eventually. Like I was talking with Rio earlier about, he asked me if I ever played Borderlands. I have the game in my Steam library, but I can't play it because I don't have a big enough SD card on my Steam Deck. It's loaded down with other games I'm playing. And that's a problem that I even suffer on this Xbox that I'm playing on. My hard drive's not big enough. Eventually I'll have to upgrade, and I just happened to get a bunch of digital games when I bought the Xbox, like it belonged to a friend. And I got all of his games and his profile with it. So digital only, there's like so much there's only so much space you have per system, and that just leads to you having to buy bigger systems with higher storage capacity or new hard drives, SD cards, what have you, instead of just buying the game and having it physically. That's one thing I will absolutely grant Nintendo as a first-party credit. Most of the time, they don't do digital only. Most of the time. So there's a lot that I can criticize them about for as far as being a game company and just a corporate structure in general goes. That's one thing I'll praise them on, is that most of the games are like preserved and accessible in terms of like physical media. If they're not preserved, they're preservable. It's like they're future-proofed is a term I've heard. It's like you don't have to have day one patch for most of the games. It's just pop in the Switch and then plays in a structurally sound format. Oh right, Akuma. Forgot about this. I'll show you who's the biggest and baddest Capcom villain. Oh, okay, never mind then. Super armor, where's that super armor? Oh crap, it's not in here, is it? Yeah, that's right. Better get on my way. Swish. Get it. Anyway, so that could be the reason why they are doing digital first, aside from just they want the money faster without having to worry about pouring... Oh, there's a shield. Without having to pour like resources to make physical games into it, and just get it out faster so they can get money faster. That could be it. Or it could be that they are trying to wean customers into not expecting or wanting the physical copy. Like, again, this Capcom and not Ubisoft. Ubisoft is the ones who said... They are the ones who said, we want to condition customers to not owning the games that they buy. So that's one reason why I really do not support them as of late. And that's the honestly biggest reason that I'm not interested in Star Wars Outlaws. Second reason is because no physical. Oh, hey Master Chief, welcome to the party.
Not really a lot. Tried to get some new manga, but the store had none of the volumes we needed. Not like JoJo stuff before Part 4, No Fist of the North Star before Volume 8, and then you got sick.
Oh, sorry to hear that. Hope you're feeling better. Yeah, pre-Part 4, that's... Part 4 is Diamond Unbreakable. Yeah, that's where I'm at in the anime right now. We haven't started watching yet, but that's the one... I'm actually looking forward to Diamond Unbreakable more than I am to Golden Wind. Even though the song Golden Wind is my favorite out of all of JoJo. Just woke up. Well, you know, I appreciate us being some of the first interactions you have when you wake up. That kind of means a lot to me. Yep, got Sigma unlocked. I've unlocked all the other costumes except for Hagar and the guy from Onimusha for Frank. And that's because I can't access them yet because they're in the final district. And you remember I kept getting stuck last time. Still a little sick, better than yesterday. Well, glad you're... I'm glad you're feeling better. Sorry you're still a little sick. Make sure you get plenty of rest, you know, drink plenty of fluids. And just do your best to get well, man. So yeah, Sirbot Frank here is basically how Frank fights in Marvel vs. Capcom. He doesn't have a single signature weapon. He just alternates between all these different combo weapons. It's Tools of Survival is what I call it. I'm sure someone else does too. That's funny. So my next convention is coming up in October, and basically my Frank West cosplay is upgraded and ready to go. I did want to build a Sirbot head, and I have the materials to do so. I'm just going to make it out of buckets. I just don't think that's going to be in time for this one. I mean, I could. It's just basically cut them, paint them, and fuse them together somehow. So, did you guys see the release pictures for Frank West wearing Lan Hikari's costume for the updated Dead Rising remaster. Like, Lan Hikari's outfit is a DLC for Frank. It's every bit as goofy as it sounds, and like the only reply I had to that was, my personal Lan Hikari cosplay is now body type accurate. Now, Frank, you are a brave man holding that camera in your hand while you double lariat a zombie. If your entire goal here is to get the scoop, then shouldn't you be trying to protect that camera? Out of my way. Out of my way. Zappo. Dang it. Ow. Bikers jumped me. How about you have a moonsault kick? Double lariat you into submission. Okay. Why does your jump kick work and mine doesn't? Yeah. You like that? You're a tall fella, aren't you? Dude's a giant. Dude's gotta be like 8 feet tall. Ow. What does it say? Pills? That graffiti right there? Alright, I want to get away from this guy. Oh, yeah. Oh, I forgot that was Frank's special. Just one shot that's a flight rate. Playing as Frank now because I need to beat a couple more districts as him to unlock his last couple costumes. If I have time, and if I can actually complete Almuda this time, and get the arcade machine I need, then I'll try to unlock the last 2 costumes. I think I ran into a dead enemy. You again? I love how the Surbot head changes expressions. Alright. There we go. Out of the way. Why is there no super armor or anything around? Random slice of pizza back there. Oh, super armor right there. Right on cue. Really wish I could find an option A so I can carry it into the next area with me. There we go. Alright, now I just gotta get to that last crate. Dodge roll. There we go. Grab the Zenny on the street real quick. Into the adult toy store. Out of my way. Grab it, grab it, grab it, grab it, grab it. Jump up. Got it. Perfect.
I saw the costume and the one shown in the recent Capcom panel. Don't know the chat, by the way, to cesspool. Frank dressing as Lan along with Mega Man.exe. Onimusha is Kaji no Soki, one of the few characters from the series to appear in the crossover because his face isn't based on an actor.
Oh, that actually makes a lot of sense. Yeah, kind of like how, kind of, sort of similar, but, don't know how much you know about James Bond games, but back in the day with GoldenEye 64, there was rumored that there was going to be an all Bonds mode for multiplayer where you can unlock different iterations of James Bond based on the likenesses of the actors who played them. At the time, the GoldenEye Bond is Pierce Brosnan, so you could have gotten like Roger Moore and Sean Connery and all them, but licensing reportedly is what led to that not being included. So that actually makes a ton of sense. Out of the way. There we go. Yeah, and I believe the chat being... I believe the chat on like Twitter and stuff absolutely being a toxic cesspool as they are with literally everything. I can laugh at it though, at least I feel like. As someone who cosplays Frank West, honestly, partially because of body type, it's like, Frank's not a skinny man, and that was like the entire purpose of how they designed the character. He's meant to be an everyman. He's not meant to be some superhero pretty boy. He's just meant to be some average dude. And he even puts on a bit of weight in between games. Like in Dead Rising 2 Off the Record, he's got the dad bod going on. And, you know, I'm a large man. I've never really been small. Even when I was younger, I was always pretty big. But, I don't buy into the belief that you have the cosplay within your body type. You know, cosplay whoever you want. As long as you're not hurting nobody. And, that mostly goes along with behavior and less about body type or what have you. But, it does help when the character actually does fit a little bit, because that can lead to, you know, even at conventions, a lot of people are judgmental, especially towards women. That's one thing that, like, women cosplayers have to worry about. It's, like, people want to be like, oh, your body type doesn't match her or whatever. So, but I haven't really had anyone cast any hardcore judgments at me, at least not vocally, that I've seen, about body type and cosplay, but it does help my self-esteem when I can actually cosplay someone who is body accurate that I like. Like, again, Frank, you know, 30 plus years old, got the dad bod going on, and him as a Lan Hikari, it makes me laugh. Because, like, I always made the joke that when I cosplayed Lan, it's like, hey, Fat Lan's canon to the anime, because there's a couple episodes he ate too much curry, he got fat. I was like, yeah, I'm just doing that. But now we got 30-something-year-old Frank packing a gun. It's more of a joke than anything, like, to me. But, yeah, I absolutely believe people being toxic in the Twitter comments. Especially about the Tron Bonne outfit. Which, that shouldn't really be anything new to Dead Rising fans. Like, they've done this kind of stupid stuff since the first game. Like, you can put Frank in a dress. You can put him in, like, a bikini or something in the first game, can't you? If not Frank, I know you can with Chuck. I thought I saw super armor up here, but I guess it was just the that zombie shield, meaning he gives the other zombies higher defense. So yeah, just gotta get these last two vehicles and we're on to the next one. So if Dio was ever American, that's probably the road roller he'd use. Just to take the front end of a steamroller and strap it to a motorcycle. It's American Dio right there. Steel Ball Run, what? No, that's not Dio, that's Diego. I actually don't even know that much about Steel Ball Run other than a few basics. Like I know some of the character names. And I know that it's a Diego Brando instead of Dio Brando because it's an alternate timeline, alternate universe thing. It's Johnny Joestar, something about a horse and something about the spin. I don't know much about the story other than what has been shown in the JoJo All-Star Battle R game for Switch. That's basically all I know, though. I gotta say, though, I think that game delivered me my absolute favorite destroyer move from any fighting game, and it's Abakio's like 3-bar special. It's hilarious. For those of you who know JoJo, it's awesome. There's like, even if you don't know JoJo, you probably know there's this one scene where in Il Vento d'Oro, part 5, you got the gang just chilling out at a cafe. Narancia accidentally spills wine on a guy's suit because the guy bumped him from behind. Guy gets like up in Narancia's face and is yelling at him, being like, "How are you gonna pay for the suit?" And then Narancia just hauls off and slugs the guy with his wine glass, and the rest of the table jumps the dude and just starts curb stomping him. Very justifiably so. Abakio's level 3 ultimate in All-Star Battle R, he pulls Narancia out of nowhere, throws him at the enemy. If it lands, Narancia punches the guy, knocks him down. Camera pans up, you see Mista standing there. They both start curb stomping the dude. Abakio lets out a sigh, walks over there, and just starts curb stomping your opponent with both of them, and then hauls off and kicks him across the screen. I just love it whenever games will do references like that. It does my heart good, most of the time. There's 1 or 2 times when I feel like it was a little distasteful, like not that game specifically, but when doing such references it can be a little bit harsh. Like the biggest one to me was one of the Gundam Versus games. I think it was just called Gundam Extreme Versus or just Gundam Versus. There's so many of those games with so many different alternate titles I can't keep them straight anymore. But one of the Gundam Versus games, the gun tank has the ability to separate its upper half from its lower half and launch its core fighter at the enemy as a ballistic missile. That, to me, is not very tasteful because that's actually how one of the main characters in the original series, who was one of the gun tank pilots, died, by doing a kamikaze attack into an enemy fighter and just ramming the core fighter into it, blowing it up. Saved all of White Base, but died in the process. And I'm like, you did not have to do that. You absolutely did not need to do that, developers of this game. Man, I bet Sigma would be a great outfit to use on this stage, because like the laser eyes would just clear everything. Alright. There's only 2 of you? Alright, I'm just gonna get this over here. Zeppo! This game has really good music. Like, this track in particular reminds me of the, Angry Video Game Nerd Adventures, like some of the songs from that. That game also had really good music. I need to play the second one. Ah, option A, yes. Come here, give me that. Nice. Casually backflips drone into pieces. Money, 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 money. Now my super meter is depleted, but at least I have option A to start the next round with.
Oh, hello, Ben. Import videos from the
DCR SR60 onto the laptop.
USB card or something through a cable. I don't know about. Okay, I know that the Sony SR60 had a specific dock that you could get with it. Both the 40 and 60 models had like an attachment dock that you could plug it into. You had to plug that into a power supply, and then you plug that from use a USB cable, plug into that, and you plug that into your computer to transfer the files. For those who don't know what that's referencing, several years ago I posted a video review of a couple of camcorders that I had at the time, and they were a couple of old Sony models, and they don't have USB plugs on them to connect directly to a computer. You had to have a certain dock with it. And as time has gone on, that dock has become more and more rare and expensive as that camera has become more and more obsolete. Just because, time marches on, technology gets better, and older tech like that's not as in demand anymore. But you do have to have the specific dock for it. I don't remember what the model name is off the top of my head, but even to this day I'm still getting comments on that video asking how do you transfer it. So I still have one of those cameras. I might do a follow-up video just for those people who are wondering, like plug it at the end of the video or something. It wouldn't even really take that long, just as a little demonstration. It's like 5 years late, but probably longer than that actually, but it is what it is. Gotta say, I was not expecting to hear that on stream today. But thanks for popping in. It helps the algorithm if nothing else. Alright, so this is a level where I keep failing because I keep, failing to get the last bomb because I can never find it. Ow. Oh. Ooh, I ran right into that. That hurt. Please tell me there's like a ham or something around the corner. Where? There we go. Out of my way. I remember when I was playing as a Tuxedo Nick, I got to this part during the last stream with like almost 0 health left, and I managed to last for a pretty good while before they actually got me. Of course, just pay fuse any and you're back in the game, full health. I think the next one's over that way. Out of my way. Oh, there's a burger. Nice. Out of my way. Don't touch the tofu. Get away from me, please. How about double knuckle sandwich? Pizza. Oh, hello. Yeah. Hop in here and grab some health real quick. Does that lead anywhere? No? Okay. Really hope this wasn't just a giant waste of time. No, pretty certain there's a bomb over there, like on a platform or something. I thought there was. Get off me! Go ahead and deploy option A. Alright, that was a big run around. I think there's at least 3 bombs left. Ow. No thank you. Get off of me. Why do they even find guys that big? Get out of my way.
Yeah, I was always behind that wall, and I don't know how to get over there. Probably gonna fail this one again. I think I gotta go down that alleyway. Really wish I had a vehicle for this part of the level. Alright, so yeah, that one's in there. And where's the last one? Out of my way. Yeah, there's only one left. Where is it? Or, there's two left. I'm not gonna have time. Speed up would be great. How do I get up there? I think that's the one that always tripped me up. It's like, it's up. It's closer, but it's up. Oh, huh? Is this, no? I don't know. Okay. Yeah, guess I'm just gonna have to unlock the Frank stuff off screen. I'm gonna give it another go with, yeah, I barely see out of this thing. That's the excuse. I'm gonna give it another go using Sigma. Alright, let's see. You dressing like one of those from Mega Man Legends. Yeah, Surbot, Frank. Read anything with JoJo, say nothing before part 4. Didn't buy anything. Definitely want to see it. Love the memes. Probably want to read it. AVGN is an awesome. Yeah, I still need to finish watching the newest video, the Deja Vu episode. Look up a walkthrough. Yeah, I tried, but in the moment, while I'm not actually following it, it's not as comprehensive, if that makes sense. Like, if I'm not there, like, actually trying to get there myself, step by step, it's a little hard for me to follow and remember, but I don't want to do that on stream, because it'd take too much time. Would be entertaining. Example, we're not entirely sure if it's distasteful or no, is the Arc System Fist of the North Star. Shinka do a super where it recreates his death scene, which does benefit you as it resets your meter. Your opponent needs to do a fatal KO your Arc System to kill in the next turns. Huh. I don't know if it's that's distasteful or not, but I'm trying to think of what another example of that kind of would be. Alright, it's almost 2 o'clock my time, so this is going to be my last run. You know, win or lose, that's all the time I have for today, so let's try to get through this as fast as we can. Hopefully Sigma will lead us to victory here. Sigma has a lot better crowd clearing abilities than Frank does, so probably won't get tripped up on zombies nearly as bad. Oh yeah, Super's not charged yet. I was just trying to instantly Sigma crush it. can't jump that fence because it's got the barbed wire on it. So let's go around. I feel like Chuck is having entirely too much fun cosplaying as Sigma. Which is fine. It's great to play the villain on occasion. Ow. Wasn't expecting to get blitzed by 3 of those bomb zombies at once. Fortunately, there's the last supply crate. Out of the way. Get the power up. There we go. There. Checking around to see if there's an HP up I can grab before the timer is called. Yep, I believe it's right there behind this door. Yashiji? Yes, thank you. Couldn't grab the Zenny though. Huh, yep. Yeah, Sigma is fantastically strong in this one.
Alter Ego is reference to Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter. That's why the announcer says it that way.
Duly noted. Thank you. Good to know. Good to know. I do feel like it makes a lot of sense in this context as well, because it's like you're playing as a character who is cosplaying a different character and gaining their abilities. So it's kind of like the player character is taking on an alter ego. So yeah, that makes sense. That attack right there is not as useful as it looks, because I think it only hits a couple of enemies, but it would be better if it actually took me over there instead of just being a dash and returning me to where I was. Whoop. Overshot it. There we go. So Capcom reportedly is in talks of making more Marvel vs. Capcom games. They said they're very interested. Yeah, I believe it. I believe they're interested. As for whether or not we'll get more, I'll believe it when I see it. Oh, that hurt a lot. Sigma needs to find a hand. Yeah, whether or not we'll get more, I'll believe. Oh, that is so gross. That is freaky. I didn't know it actually did that as an attack. That is nightmarish. And I'm stuck. Come on. There we go. That was gross. Ooh. But I'm not completely giving up hope. I would really love to see a proper Marvel vs. Capcom 4. Heck, I would even love to see a Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite 2, but with better gameplay. I've said it before, I really liked Infinite for what it was. You know, and it's mostly just the characters you can play as, like X-Zero and Sigma and Frank. That's why I like the game, but gameplay-wise, I can definitely say it suffered. The Infinity Stones were a cool idea, but they weren't implemented effectively to not detract from the experience. Let's go, Sigma. Get up there. Ooh. Nice. So, what's going on with everyone else's life at the moment? You know, what are you doing outside of gaming and watching YouTube and just enjoying your favorite nerd content? You got anything new? Reliving an old obsession, or discovering a new game or anime to enjoy? I said it earlier in the stream, back when it was just Rio in the chat. I've been back on a Transformers kick. Bree and I are watching Transformers Animated. This is the first time I'm giving the series a full watch outside of catching a few episodes here and there. I'm also watching a couple scattered episodes of G1. And I'm probably going to watch the 2001 Robots in Disguise, or as is known in Japan, Car Robot, on my own time. Because that was the second series that I was able to catch multiple episodes and actually follow something of the plot, but I don't remember much about it. I remember some of the Transformers, like, it's got one of my favorite iterations of the Nemesis Prime trope. It's Scourge, which is just a redeco of Generation 2's Laser Optimus Prime, but he's the one that popularized the black and teal Nemesis Prime mold. Of course, you know, in Japan they just call them Black Convoy, which is perfectly fine. But yeah, Laser Optimus Prime is my favorite shape that Optimus has ever taken. I do wish the color scheme of default Laser Prime was a bit cooler, though. Like, I'm not as big a fan of the gray chest piece. I like when there's more red. Then, of course, the Godzilla Transformers crossover is happening soon, and the only two toys that have been confirmed so far have been Godzilla Megatron, which is just a remold of Grimlock, and Kiryu Optimus, which is just a gray version of Laser Prime. So I might get it just because it's my favorite type of Optimus, but I feel like they could have done better.
Feeling sick, vomit issue due to food poisoning.
Ooh. Didn't it happen a couple months ago too? Or am I misremembering?
Louis'
Life's crap. Oh, sorry to hear that. You want to talk about it, or not really? It's up to you. Responses might be a little bit slow because I'm having to keep looking up from the computer to check this. Like to see in a new game, personally, Luke from Street Fighter, Gwenpool, Squirrel Girl, and Puncher. Marvel-wise, bring back War Machine, because he was one of my mains in Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Even give him like some updates different from Iron Man. Like you could take, I'm going to call it the MCU approach because I'm not very well versed in the comics, but give him the MCU approach where he actually has like more guns attached to him and not just lasers. Like, if you look at Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, Iron Man was like very beam-oriented with his repulsor rays and the photon cannon and all that. Or proton cannon, I don't remember which one it was. But give us War Machine with like actual like projectile weapons and like not energy-based, but like gun. Oh crap! Like guns and missile launchers. And wait, I still have laser eyes as Tofu Sigma. Was that a glitch? I don't think that was supposed to happen. Y'all saw that though, right? You can't stop Tofu Sigma. But bring back War Machine. Give him some uniqueness to him. Kind of like how Akuma does have a lot of the same moves that Ryu does, but he's still distinct enough. Same thing with War Machine. Just because War Machine's my favorite Avenger. I wouldn't be opposed to them bringing back Captain Marvel, because I thought she played pretty well in Infinite. Even was Nova in Infinite or just in 3? I feel like Captain Marvel is like a replacement for Nova, but it's been so long that I can't honestly remember. Black Panther needs to make a comeback because Black Panther was extremely powerful in Infinite. I definitely want Sigma to make a return, or bring in some EXE characters. But if you're going to have a story attached to it, you do need to justify how they can exist outside the cyber world. But I think Base would be a fantastic addition to either Marvel vs. Capcom or Smash Bros. Yeah. I agree with you on something you said earlier, Sir Isaac. Chuck's voice actor is definitely having fun with this role. Just spamming that over and over again so I can get some footage of it for the video. And it's also kind of effective against these guys. Alright, completed that section.
All this made me emotionally drained and demotivated. Okay. Lost job at the start of the year. Can't find one despite going all around time to find one. Tried attending college, but I couldn't find one. Low money bank account. Overall depressed.
I don't really have a ton of advice at the moment, but I do hope that things get better for you. Just don't give up. Just keep your chin up and keep going. That's all I can really say in that regard. I know it's not super helpful, but sometimes that's the best you can do. Nova wasn't infinite. Okay. War Machine did use missiles instead of beams in Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Yes, I remember that. Gold War Machine was a hidden in Marvel vs. Capcom 1 as well. Alright, here we go. Do not get the tofu. I said do not get the tofu. The zombies knocked me into it. And I can't activate my option A while the tofu is plaguing me. Dang it. Speaking of tofu, I'm probably gonna have Mapo tofu for dinner tonight. Bree went to an Asian market yesterday and got some sauce mix. I know it's like a meme in a lot of different anime, but Mapo tofu is actually very tasty. We haven't been able to find any that's like super spicy, like super spicy. A couple of anime I've seen where it's depicted as like being really, really spicy is Angel Beats is one, and Fate Stay Night Heaven's Feel is another. So started as trying food because of a meme, turned into this is actually good, I want to have it on the regular. No. It's back that way. This is one of the ones that I missed last time, I think. So, I'm going to go ahead and follow the arrow to take this one out. It's just on the other side of this wall. And there's one down that way, too. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get this one that's at the end of this little corridor alleyway thing, and then I'll double back to the other one. Oh, it's still alive? Just hit it once. There. Wait, I can cut through. Can I cut through here? Or is this just a runaround? Oh. No, it's just a runaround. Dang it. That probably wasted too much time. I'm probably going to fail again. going. Keep going. I can't use my super while I'm holding the machine gun. Come on, come on, come on. Missed it, no time to go back for it. Go. Up the ramp, go! Go, 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 go. Trying. It's the same one. It's the exact same one every time. It's behind that wall and I can't figure out how to get to it. Well, I got the footage I needed of Sigma for the video, so I am going to go ahead and call the stream here. Yeah, it's past my recording time for the day. And I will take care of that off screen. Might come back for one final stream on this just to show off the last couple of costumes. May or may not. It honestly depends on how interesting I think the others are. Just give a little display of like all of them, just for a little extra content. But we got Sigma. That was the main goal of this. Just trying to get all the Mega Man references I can. So catch my chat one last time. Nice to hear someone tell you. Yeah, Yeah, I wouldn't be where I am if I didn't have those kind of supportive people in my life too. So I try to be that for people who need it. First Tofu character appearance was Resident Evil 2. Yeah, I remember that. It was physics test game, I think. Right. Veterans see that guy return, tweaking Batsu Spiral. Yeah, makes sense. Alright, well, hope you all have a good rest of the day, and, just keep heads up and keep doing the best that you can. Later, guys.